In December 2027, the Marvel Cinematic Universe reaches a planned narrative peak with the release of Avengers: Secret Wars. But after that climax, the schedule hits a wall. On January 1st, 2028, the studio faces its first empty theatrical calendar in years. This blank slate led to industry reports of a franchise scaleback, with many citing the lack of future dates as evidence that the studio was stepping away from its high-volume release strategy. That outlook changed when the trailer for Spider-Man: Brand New Day broke global viewership records. The scale of that response prompted an immediate shift in the studio's theatrical planning. Following the trailer's success, Marvel officially updated its schedule, planting 3 new untitled movie dates deep into 2028 and 2029. Pushing the timeline nearly to 2030 changes the conversation. Instead of a franchise winding down, these empty slots create the roadmap for what is now being identified as Phase 7. We can map these new additions onto a horizontal grid, starting from the end of the Multiverse Saga in late 2027. The first major marker appears on July 28, 2028. This date represents the first summer blockbuster window following the Avengers finale, making it the anchor point for the next phase of the franchise. Speculation for this slot centers on 2 major projects: the third Black Panther film or the long-awaited X-Men reboot. Introducing the X-Men in this specific window allows the studio to establish a new team-based core immediately after the current era of the Avengers concludes. Shifting the timeline further right reveals 2 more mystery dates: May 4th, 2029 and July 13th, 2029. The May 4th date occupies the first weekend of May, which has historically been the studio's most consistent window for high-performing opening weekends. Because of the high stakes for this weekend, the candidates are established leads, likely Doctor Strange 3 or Black Panther 3. The schedule then moves to July 13th, 2029, a prime midsummer release point. This date is currently linked to 2 properties acquired through the Fox merger: a sequel to Fantastic Four or the 4th Deadpool movie. These dates show a consistent pattern. The studio is moving away from the characters that defined the last decade and toward the properties previously held by 20th Century Fox. Incorporating the X-Men and the Fantastic Four provides the specific character depth needed to support a multi-year theatrical schedule. Zooming out from the specific dates reveals the broader business logic at play for Disney. By claiming premium release weekends all the way into 2029, the studio is communicating long-term stability to its shareholders. The conclusion of the Multiverse Saga acts as a narrative reset, clearing the board of long-running storylines to make room for a new set of lead characters. For the first time, Marvel can lead its schedule with its historically most popular comic book properties, the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. These new dates represent the shift from the Avengers-centric era to a foundation built on mutants. The 2028 and 2029 slots are set, and the focus is now on the next decade of these characters.